tides do turn, indeed though. It's like I'm one of them niggas that's kind of come up right now. Like,
nah, you definitely got
it.
Yeah.
But we gotta do it. I just wonder what it's gonna be like when we do these shows and there's like crowds every show in DC type shit, you know? It's already people pulling up, but I can't wait till it be that moment of like I love this shit, y'all. Like I swear to God, y'all, like this shit.
Nah, it's
since I was young, yo, Michael Jackson was the reason for real. Like,
he just went to Cleveland,
bro.
He just went to Cleveland,
and I saw his glove, his Grammy, his aviators, his outfit. I was geeking.
Hey,
like,
but this the thing, though. This the thing. Like with artists, right? I think with any creators, like like I always try to refer step back to photography, right? So for
that's
me,
what you know.
That's what I know. That's what I am.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I hear that.
You know what I mean?
Correction.
So, no. Because you are an artist, you know, hands down, and you got the fucking sauce. You know what I'm saying? But what I was gonna say was, as a creator, when you produce, even like with my man with the beats, and I say once upon a time with photography, like, son, when people see your work, they look at it and say, I could tell you passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? When you went to Cleveland and you was, and I guess the Michael Jackson exhibit, you felt like you was Michael,
bro. It touched over me. Not only in my phone from that exhibit. First off, the Rock Hall of Fame, I'll never forget that shit because no rappers really have ever done that. I'm the first DC rapper to do the shit. That was a landmark that I broke for the city, and it's only probably about a handful of rappers that ever performed there. It's the Rock Hall of Fame, so I'm there, and the crowd is mainly Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not really hip hop accepting. They looking at, why is this?
Shout out to my man Jake.
Yo, shout out man Jake. Shout out.
Oh, and shout out just the vibe.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Vibe. Shout out KC. Shout out all the folks at the Rock Hall of Fame for making it very lovely. I got to see Johnny Cash's tour bus. I saw Jimi Hendrix tour outfits, Elton John's outfits, Mick Jagger's outfits, Al Green pants from the infamous album cover. My idol Michael Jackson glove, Grammy, and aviators, and like multiple suits. And you start to look, and you're like, we're not doing enough. That's what I really realized about our generation. Like, the reason that those motherfuckers have like their glove or their jacket or pants they wore on the 1989 leg of the tour is because it was so iconic that something had to be framed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm now applying that to every show I do. Like, if I go out tomorrow, that last show I did, what they gonna take? The mic from that show? They gonna take the kicks, the felines? Like, what it's gonna be? You gotta have a trademark. It kind of inspired me because they all got a thing. You know what Prince's signature shit is? The ankh and the purple, color. This man adopted a color. He was so brilliant that he has a color associated. Prince purple, you know what I'm saying? Michael with the glove or the high water socks. I'm looking like they say and criticize us for being, kind of androgynous and kind of feminine and shit nowadays, but it's like, bro, we're not doing enough. Because I'm looking at the people who I look up to, they were real glam rock, real pop stars. Like, I'm not a rapper, I'm a pop star for real. Like, I ain't even about to box myself in no longer. I used to fight the idea.
Interesting perspective.
I used to fight the idea of like being a pop star and like a pop artist. But like, yo, I'm a rapper who sings, who dances, slightly like does like a lot of arranging. It's like, and I'm into like the appeal of the show, from the look to the sound, to the feeling, to the air and the temperature in that motherfucker. It's like, I'm a pop star with it. And I think that's because rap was like, oh, pop, this and that. But we gotta realize, everything we listen to, from Cardi to anything on the charts or anything that's mainstream or XXL and all of that, that's pop, bro. Like, rock is the rock, it's like, I done fucked up my words, I'm high as shit. Shout out to
No, that's real, yeah. That's so fucking real. And you embody that, right? So look, let me tell you that I'm like, this on some fake ass political shit, right? I asked somebody this earlier, like, as a creator for myself, I ain't even gonna put myself in it, let's just use you. As a creator, son, you have a positive attitude all the time, bro. You have a positive work ethic, you have a extended height of creativity, right? How do you balance that while like kinda like, I know you know what I'm saying, you're not somebody that's socially blind to what's going on in the times right now, you know what I'm saying? How do you balance that shit, man?
First off, I care a lot about what's going on around the world and in our communities and domestically, you know what I'm saying? Because when I was in college, I studied political science. That's what I was interested in. But not being a politician, more so in the study of people and how they react to, the social and political environment around them. So I find right now that a lot of people are removed from what's really going on because it's not right in front of them. People say, oh, it's not me, or it ain't happening to me, or it can never be me until it is them. And then it's another scenario, it's a whole nother train of thought. And so I try and always put myself in the position of what if it was me, and that can help you think and put perspective on something that you might not have thought about. So when you're donating, or when you're doing your lobby work, or you know, you're fighting for this right or this cause, you need to always think about, are you really down for the cause? Or are you just doing this because you feel that politically everybody's charged up right now? Do you really care that Donald Trump is president? Do you really care that race relations are at an all-time like high in terms of like intensity? You know what I'm saying? Or do you just see that because everybody's sharing, you know, Black Lives Matter, or the KKK sharing Klan rallies, or this and that? It's like people are polarized on both sides. We both being extreme too, you know, it's extreme left and it's extreme right. But what's extreme about growing up in a country where we always been persecuted? I don't see how we can really be extreme. Personally speaking on, like, you know what I'm saying, the African American experience, they call us, oh, we overreacting, or we're too extreme. We can't be extreme, bro, because we didn't ask to be in this predicament at all. So extreme, we are reacting to everything left, right, over and above, you know, around us. How are we being extreme? Some of this shit, you know, they've had years of dominance, years of building capital, years of being social stability. We just now really getting access to the money that they are even allowing us to have access to. And when I say they, I mean, you know, the powers that be, the big banks, the big corporations, the big lobbyists, the big we're talking about. So, I mean, how I balance it is I wake up every day and I try and do my part. As a person, I am not Superman. I also am a realist. I live in the real world. I understand that I am one man, but what I do in every interaction I have has the ability and the potential to change how someone else interacts with another person. So that's what I'm trying to do. Do a good deed a day. Call it, you know, balancing your karma, if you will. A lot is given to me. You know what I'm saying? From clothes to shows to the lifestyle I live, even being fortunate enough for people to like my music at all. So for all of those blessings, I feel like it's only right that you give back something, a little bit, if anything. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying give away a big piece, but think about how much you receive, and then it'll kind of make you really understand why you should give like that much more. And so I don't say give on some charity shit. I'm just saying that's how I kind of balance everything, because I'm stressed out right now. I'm looking at the presidency, and I'm looking at our international relations. Countries are at our neck. You know, everybody's threatening to drop a nuke. That could be the end of us all, the end of humanity. I don't want humanity, you know what I'm saying, to decease, you feel me? We have ways to go, you know, as people, humanoids and shit, but, I mean, it's kind of scary. I'm looking at my niece and nephew, you know what I'm saying, gotta grow up in this world, and they so young. Like me, I've lived a good life. If I'm out, you know, I'll be a legend, but them, they haven't even started their legacy. So, you know, legend versus legacy. That's what a lot of these people, you know, the big corporations and, you know, the CEOs don't understand. They had the chance to build, you know what I'm saying, a legend through their legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even have that yet. So why are you gonna take away the future from the young kids? I have no idea. We can talk about politics and you know, the state of society all day though, because that's the real things to talk about. I love music, but this is us. We're people, so the science of people should only be natural. And I don't know why we don't talk about it more. You know,
this is actually one that I want people to see this side of us. You know what I'm saying? I want people to see people like you and just the vibe and how y'all use y'all energy for good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even have to ask my next question, because you touched on it, talking about how you make a difference. You try to make every interaction that you have count. You know what I'm saying? And
to be more specific, because that could seem like, you know, all right, I'm a direct person. More specifically, you know, everybody's like, yo, donate to this or donate to that. I say this: find you a cause. I'm passionate about music, so right now I'm researching. It'll just be, for lack of a better term, I don't want to give away too much. You know, so let me tell you heard it right here.
I'm so excited. I know you. Yeah, I get all the plug shit before everybody.
I don't really like exposing my thoughts, honestly, because people don't act with the best intentions. But you know, this is good stuff, and if it inspires you to, maybe you'll do it before me. But you know, that's what I'm here to do. Maybe everyone.
They don't have to know that. They don't have to know that. With the One Love Massive interview, one of the things that you said that stuck out to me, like, and mind you, so with pictures, I don't know if I ever shared this with you, I have a bad memory. I have a terrible memory. So
the pictures help you remember
every minute of the day,
what happened.
Every minute of that day.
Snapping.
Every minute. I'm talking about from me, Justin, and Tay was sitting out front. XO walked up with the bag of shoes with the Reeboks. I was taking pictures of the shoes. Beau walked up. He had on the One Love Massive Chucks with the heart on the jump, right?
Oh, that was the Como de Garcon.
Yeah, he had them jumps on. So long story short, one thing that stuck out to me that day is when you was talking about, man, people think they can just kind of like take everything from the city, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Or everybody think they can take the shit out the area, you know what I'm saying? But like, how do we bring home everything that we're trying to put out to the world and change the world with that shit, you know what I mean?
Okay, DC is a very important place in the world today. It being the epicenter of politics and kind of like a melting pot for culture. You got the haves, the have-nots that grow up right across the street from each other. That's the advantage of living in Washington, D.C. People who have nothing see people who have everything every day of their lives. It makes you strive to be better, or it makes you hate the fact that society has set up this systematic divide. The way that I see it is two ways to look at our impact. I take what I know, me growing up in Southeast DC and going to school at St. Albans, one of the most prestigious schools on the Cathedral Close in Northwest, and taking both realities and mixing it into one and showing people another side of what you can do and become out of the city. You know, the city is not just a trap state. The city is not just this negative place that they try and paint. It's actually quite the opposite. Otherwise, it wouldn't be getting gentrified at the high rate that it is. You know what I'm saying? If it was all of this and that, why would it be being heavily so gentrified? And why is the prices going up on project buildings? Why can't, you know, as a, you know, mid-20-year-old, you can't take a stack and go live in a fly apartment like you used to back in the day? You gotta have 2 bands to live somewhere where you really can have a peace of mind. And so I'm here to be an example, not a role model. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your role model. Don't be like me. I would never say that. I would say look at me as an example of one of the few or one of the many in your world, if you know a lot of other people who are trying to make change, doing what they can with their own hands and on their own too, taking no handouts. I am educated, I am cool, I'm hip, I'm all of those things, and you can be and represent all of those things, and it's time for people to understand that.
Hey, Olot Picture, hey, fuck him up. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's Olot Picture.
Fuck him up. Hey,
Olot Picture.